Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Stagz to Riches here on Football Manager 2022. Last time out was, I believe, against Welwyn Garden City. Excuse me, I've got a frog in the throat, so I'll probably be clearing it a lot throughout this episode. But yeah, I believe last week was against Welwyn Garden City. 3 goals, 3 red cards. If you've not watched the highlights yet, I do suggest you do so. It should be the last video before this one on the channel, but you never know. We're actually playing them again today, but not in this first game. So we're playing 2 matches today. The first one is against Hatfield United. Second one is against Welwyn Garden City. Now, if you're looking at the league table up here, you might already see how this is significant. There are 2 matches left to go in the season. And right now, we are 4th in the table, but we're only 3 points off the lead. We're 4 points off 5th, so we shouldn't drop to 5th, hopefully. If anything, we're going to climb. We're playing Hatfield first, who are currently 2nd in the league. Same number of points as us, but they've got a better goal difference. Excuse me again. So we need to get 2 good results here. At this point, I'm aiming for 2nd place in the table. 2nd place is still promotion. If we can get top, great. But right now, I just need a promotion, guys, because it's been way too long. Way too long. And we really need to start getting up the league table again. We were top. Last time we played, actually, last week, we were top. We beat Welwyn Garden City. Things were looking good. But before we go into the game properly, you can see we had a bit of a downturn here. We went 4 games without a win in the league. Plus, we got knocked out the FA Vars. Plus, we got knocked out the Premier Division Cup. And since then, it's been win-loss, win-loss. So things haven't necessarily gone in our favour. I'm just trying to find the Welwyn Garden City match. There it is. 3 goals, 3 red cards. I was watching the highlights earlier because I uploaded them on the channel and I always watch them through just to make sure everything's okay. It was very funny seeing the graphic at the end where it had us with 3 goals and then just them with 3 red cards. That did make me chuckle a little bit. Anyway, let's get into team selection. I'm going to completely clear the entire team selection because we've got some new players to introduce you to. First of all, we got Jean-Claude Kanamagia. I don't know how you pronounce his surname, but he's our new goalkeeper. He's not technically replacing Madge. I just felt like he was a free option. He's on £20 a week. Madge is constantly linked with moves away. So not only have we got a really good replacement if he does leave, we've actually got a keeper who's technically better than him. So these two have basically been alternating for the second half of the season. But for this game, I am going to put in Jean-Claude. I'm just going to call him Jean-Claude. He's not a sweeper keeper, though. That is something to bear in mind. He can... Actually, he can play. Let's do that then. He's been caught napping a couple of times where he's not come off his line, I was about to say, but as it turns out, I think I've been playing him wrong. We're going to have Thuo at right back. We're going to have Hope at left back. Now, centre back, I think we're going to have Brown on the left-hand side, and we're going to have Del Piccolo on the right-hand side. I'm pretty happy with that. Midfield, we've got another new midfielder to introduce you to, Luke Spokes, who's a ball-winning midfielder. That's where I'm going to be playing him today. He's got a tackling of 8, which is lower than I remember, but never mind. He just looks like one of these players who loves to get involved. So, in fact, has he played... Oh, he played for Grimsby in League 2. Not many, 20 games in League 2. That's not bad still. That's, basically half a season. And he was very recently in the Vanarama North. So, he's a good player for us to have brought in. So, we're going to have him at right central midfield. We're going to have Wilcox at left central midfield. Alison Droney's actually been injured for almost the entire second half of the season. He dislocated his shoulder, which sounds incredibly painful. So he's not been available. He's almost back to fitness, but I don't want to risk him just yet. So we're going to play Pickler on the left. We're going to play, where's he gone? Rag on the right. We're going to play... Where's he gone? I can't find my players. McLaren through the middle. And we're going to have Blair up front. Pretty bog standard. Bench is going to be Genovese and probably Torum. And then we're also going to have Antonio and Simper and Ken Charles. That's going to be my lineup. So we've got pretty much cover in every position. We've got some versatility out on the pitch as well. In fact, instead of Charles, I think I'm going to put Draper on the bench. Bloody scroll wheel never works properly. Purely, you know, we could technically move Pickler up front and have him be the target forward, but I'm anticipating moving Blair to left wing and bringing Draper on to play up front if we need to go for a bit more brute force up top. But this is what I'm going to play with. I am going to change some of the stuff here, actually, before we get into the game. Because I feel like this is something that I should be changing now. We're going to go more expressive. I'm going to turn that off. Hit early crosses. Mixed is fine. This is going to be probably positive rather than attacking. Gives us something to build on. Going to switch those on like so. We're also going to turn that off. And then here, that, and that. There we go. Let's play some football. So, yeah. Looking for a good result. I can't quite explain what happens when we lose matches right now. Because we look strong. We still dominate matches. The advised team talk at the end is always we should have won that match given the stats. It's just we're not really... we are getting shots away and we are hitting the target a fair amount. But they're not what I would call clear-cut chances. I don't think the game would count them as clear-cut chances either, to be fair. I just feel like we're lacking in certain areas still. Which is something I've started to look at for next season already. I've started thinking ahead. In fact, you might have seen it on the home screen at the start. We've got a new attacking midfielder coming in next year. Hopefully after a promotion's been won, but you never know. It's a good start there. Good run from Rag. Not a bad cross, actually. Blair was looking like he was going to get onto that. Just going to turn the volume down on my monitor here so that you don't hear it twice through the microphone. McLaren fouled by Ball. So we've got a free kick here in a good area. And nothing appeared to come of it, which is odd. But yeah. They've already had a shot. We haven't. That's worrying. And possession-wise, they're actually starting to get ahead. See, I wanted to control these matches manually. Obviously, we're doing it on camera, but I wanted to control them manually. No match plan or anything like that. Purely because I wanted to try and force the players into actually doing something here and achieving something. And that already was quite close. I'm going to switch this already from positive to attacking. Just to get us up the field a little bit more when we get the ball. Ones like that, I feel like we should have won that one. Blair's not having a great game. He's been booked as well, which doesn't help. It's well won by Del Piccolo. Good calm header down to Wilcox as well. Wilcox and Spokes seem to have swapped. What's going on there? I did do them the right way around, didn't I? I think I did. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, no, I want Spokes as the ball winner, but I'll have him on support rather than defend. Wilcox as deep line playmaker, that's fine. Although I could actually have him on defend rather than support. So, bit of a role reversal there. Everything else, I think I'm okay with. Although, I might put Thuo on... Actually, no, automatic's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And here, I do want overlaps. That's something I forgot to turn on before. Right, confirm, go. Long ball over the top. Brown, again, nice header to Wilcox. Out wide to Rag. He's got a crossing opportunity here. He fires it across. McLaren with the volley, and he's put it wide. If that was Blair, I think we'd be 1-0 up right now. That was a really good opportunity. Great run again from Rag. He's got the beating of his man, I'll tell you that much. One touch extra there. Fired it across. Wow, yeah, that's a bad miss. That is a bad, bad miss from Andre McLaren there. And I really hope that doesn't come back to bite us. Really, really do hope that doesn't come back to bite us. Ay, ay, ay. That was our first shot of the game as well. And so far, our only shot of the game. It would be nice. Oh. The assistant manager beat me to it again. Mbassi with a free kick. Hits the bar, goes over, thankfully. That was close. So yeah, not great so far. The game can turn on a I don't know where I was going with that sentence. The game can turn in a heartbeat, basically. We can keep going. We can win this. It's fine. I won't panic too much. I will temporarily swap Blair and Pickler though. So Blair will be playing out on the wing as an inverted winger. Pickler will be playing up front as the target forward. I'm not going to react too much with like subs or anything like that just yet. Blair's not having the best game ever, which is slightly concerning, but we can still bring Draper on to cover that off. We could also swap to a front two and do what we did against Welling Garden City, in fact, last week. Move Rag up front alongside Pickler and have McLaren move out wide as the winger. That could work too. Let's just... I'm going to do the shout manually here to demand more. That should go out of play, and it does, thankfully. Yeah, Blair, still not great. 6.1 now. Cross comes in. Pickler's head. That's a good save from their goalkeeper there. That is a very good save. Great header from Pickler. Really good ball in as well. Was it McLaren who crossed it? I think it was. We got Rag here on the corner. Fires it across, and that is a penalty. Foul on Del Piccolo. We couldn't quite see it because of the floodlights. I have switched back to the director camera here, just for a bit of variety. But that was a foul. You can always tell by the camera, like the way it sort of freezes. And Blair steps up, and he does score. He's having his worst game for us, and yet right now he's scored his 14th goal of the season, by the way. So he's not a dud. He's been a very, very, very good signing for us. But he puts us ahead in a crucial moment in our season here. We are playing second in the league right now, and that is a big, big goal in the grand scheme of things. And his match rating is shot up to a 6.6 now thanks to that goal. Now, we have to try and see things out a little bit more. So we'll just see what happens with it. That's a brilliant tackle from Spokes. What a tackle that was. Saved our bacon there. Right, so yeah, things here. So we're going to switch this back to balanced. Here, we're going to slow the tempo down a little bit more. We might go a bit wider here, though. And we're going to do a little bit of time wasting. Not a huge amount, just a little bit. Everything here, I think, will leave the same. And to be honest, everything here, I think, will leave the same as well. But we'll just take our time a little bit more on throw-ins, corners, goal kicks, things like that. We've got, 13 minutes left to go, plus change. So we're not going to waste too much time. But at the same time, it would be nice if we wasted a little bit just to try and help us across the line here. In terms of subs, I'm going to make the first one now. We're going to bring Draper on for Pickler. He's not had the best game ever. We're also going to bring Torum on for Thuo. And we're going to move Del Piccolo out to right back. There we go. That should help shore up the defence a little bit more. We've now got a full-back who can win headers as well. Good ball in from Hope. And there's Torum with the header. What a sub that was. Please count. It's not going to count. Never mind. Still a good sub. He was on the end of it. But, yeah, unfortunately ruled out because of the floodlight obstructing offside. He was off. If those lines are accurate, he was miles off. I've also just noticed we have an injury here, or at least a fatigue here for Rag. So we're going to bring Simper on. I think that worked. Yeah. So Simper is on. We will go for super time wasting in a second. In fact, why don't we just do that now? That would be better, wouldn't it? So, let's do it the proper way. Instructions. So we're going to turn off the overlaps. We're going to keep things short and sweet. We're going to go much lower here. We're going to waste time frequently. In fact, if I switch... I'm going to pause it again for a second. I'm going to go cautious here. And I think we can do a little bit more. Or maybe not. Be more disciplined. Turn that off. Keep all this on. That's fine. Here, we're going to regroup and hold. slow pace down. So again, the intensity here. This dropping is good. I'm happy with that. And then out of possession, I think this we can bring back slightly, and this we can bring back slightly, but not a huge amount, because I'm still anticipating we might have work to do in this game. Don't score. Thank God for that. That was... Yeah, okay, offside. That's fine. Oh, imagine if they'd scored then, as I was just talking about slowing things down and all that jazz. 4 minutes of injury time, and we're basically through it all. Spokes, great challenge. Simper now in possession. Knocks it to Spokes. Back to Torum. Gutted his goal was disallowed, actually, because it looked well taken. And that would have, like, seen us through, basically. Wilcox back to Jean-Claude. And that's full time. It's in. Right, that is probably the best result I've had all season, believe it or not. Yeah, we've had games where we've won like 6-0 and things like that. But to just see it out when it matters most against the team that we're competing at the top end of the table against, they are kind of one of our bogey teams as well. We've played them a lot in various different competitions. We don't always come out on top. But considering our ropey run of form recently as well, just to get that one over the line, I'm very, very happy with that. In terms of the league then, that moves us up to 3rd. Now, we can still win the league, but we need to score 19 goals and hope St Margaret's-Bury don't score at all. In fact, even then, that won't necessarily do it for us. Because, like, I'm trying to think of a way of explaining this. So, the way the goal difference would work, obviously, if St Margaret's-Bury lose 1-0, then we'd only have to score 18 goals, not 19. Which I guess is achievable, but still, it's not ideal. So I think 2nd place is still what we're aiming for. We need to rely on Crawley Green losing in the final game of the season. We're level on points with them right now. We've pretty much knocked Hatfield out of the running now. They can still finish above us. In fact, they can still get promoted because they've got the best goal difference. But if we win our final game against Welwyn Garden City, hopefully we've done enough. That's all I can say, is hopefully we've done enough. But I'm going to put a quick cut in here, and we're going to come back for the 2nd match any second now. And here we are ready for the 2nd match of the episode. And this is the one where it matters most. So we're going to ring the changes slightly. First things first, we're going to move Blair out wide here. I'm going to bring Pickler off, and we're going to start Draper up front. In terms of the midfield and the defence, I think I'm actually going to leave things pretty much as they are. I don't know why my voice went up 5 octaves then, but we're going to leave things pretty much as they are. I am, however, going to bring Hayden Campbell onto the bench in place of Simper. And I think that's it. I'm going to give the lads here a chance to play again, because they did pretty well in the first match here. So, let's go. We're playing Welwyn Garden City. We're away from home. They're going to be doing everything in their power to stop us getting promoted, because we are local rivals after all. But for now, let's get into it. We've got a 3-0 lead on them this season. It would be nice if we kept that as well. 2 of the players who got sent off for us earlier in the season are playing in this game. And I think the players that they maimed in order to get sent off are also playing for us today. This is where we're at. So we're not winning the league. St Margaret's-Bury or Crawley are pretty much going to win the league. Crawley are playing Harpenden, who are around mid-table. I am going to have the league table up on one of the panels at the side there. If I do that now quickly. So their stats I'm not too bothered about. So we're going to have the league table here. And this is where we are. So Welwyn are 8th. We are 3rd at kickoff right now. But we are level on points with Crawley. 3 points behind St Margaret's-Bury. But it's our goal difference that is letting us down right now. We haven't actually won that many games by a huge margin. So we've only won by the odd goal or 2. That means our goal difference is positive. It's plus 19, I think, right now. Might be 20. I think it's 19, though. But for the most part, we are struggling a little bit. Is this where I want it to be? I actually think it is, which is nice. Although that I'm going to change straight away to attacking. That will... Oops. Hello. I'm pressing the wrong thing. That's why it's not working. It's this one I want. So yeah, we're going to change that to slightly more direct, much higher tempo. This is all fine. That we're going to go for. Make it wider, and everything else, I think we're A-okay. So let's see what happens on this attack. Here's Thuo. Wilcox flicks it to Rag, who goes for goal. Yeah, got that a little bit wrong. I've also just realised we've got our central midfielders the wrong way round again. I don't know why it does this as well. It's really weird. So these two guys here the wrong way round. So it's Spokes on... Do we actually need him? We can have him as a box-to-box, thinking about it. And then Wilcox can remain as a deep line playmaker. Although I might change him to defend rather than support. So in that case, I'm probably going to do this. And here you're going to be a deep line playmaker, sorry. And you're going to be box-to-box, like so. Right, let's see what difference that makes. We got Bentley on the ball then. Already I'm tempted to move Rag up front and McLaren out wide, because that's what we did last time and it did work. So, could be worth doing. I probably should have started with that if I was going to do it though. Nanaji there getting away. That's not a good start for us, is it? Who was the defender? There was a defender who was on his shoulder who just completely abandoned him at one point there. Who was that? It's here. So, Jenna, Hellowell, that's Del Piccolo, isn't it? Or is that... I can't see them. Oh, it's Rag. What was he doing there? I don't know. But we're going to make some changes. So, Draper is going to move over to there. Target forward set to attack. Rag is going to move to there. And is going to be an advanced forward set to attack. And McLaren is going to move out wide. And is going to be a winger set to support. I don't know why it changed to playmaker there, but might not be the worst thing in the world to do. But we'll come back to that, I think. Right, we've got work to do now then. Hope on the ball. We do need some hope right now. Finding McLaren into Spokes. Back to Brown. Across to Del Piccolo. Tries to play one over the top. He got a bit too clever for my liking there. I think Crawley Green are losing as well, though, what I just saw there. So if we can get back into this, that would be valuable. That would be very, very valuable. Bentley with a big kick over the top. Hope brings that under. Nice first touch. Forward to Brown. Back to Hope. Into Spokes. Hope with the up and under. Draper should have won that. Why am I playing Draper in a big match, actually? I've just realised. I played him in the cup final last season and we lost and he did nothing. Have I done goofed again? I think I've done goofed again. Right, can we stop? Hang on. Can we stop with this stupid hoofball? That is not how you win matches. Jenna's through. Jenna's shot. JC with a good save. The worst case scenario is we have to go again next season, and I'll probably play the entirety of next season off camera, to be honest. Apart from, you know, if we look like we're going to win the league or something like that, then I'll probably show that match. But otherwise, we really need to start racking up the promotions now, because we are about 4 years behind where I wanted to be at this stage of the save. That's offside, right? Sounds like it. Yeah, flags up. So that's the worst case scenario, which isn't bad. You know, it's not like I'm going to get fired for it or anything. And we've got a team right now where if I can keep the majority of it together, we are good enough to challenge for promotion next season. It's just gutting that we were in control of this for so long and we let it slip at the end. That's the frustrating part of it for me personally, is we let it slip. It was in our hands and we completely goofed. It was that 4-match winless run. We just got swamped by teams below us. Crawley Green are actually winning. They're beating Harpenden. So I think even if we come back to win this one, it is beyond reach now. because their goal difference is so much better than ours. If they draw and we come back to win, that's very different. Demand more. But right now, yeah, it's just past our reach. Which is very frustrating. But I'm still optimistic about next season. The other problem, of course, if we do go up this year is, are we good enough to stay up? Who knows? Right now, though, we are in need of a goal from somewhere. Del Piccolo playing it out wide to Thuo. Rag running the channel. McLaren running the channel as well. That's a nice ball. Now here comes Andre McLaren. He's got bodies in the box. He's not going to use them though. Thuo's cross towards Draper. Just realised we don't have overlap on. That explains a lot as well. Blair to Stagz. Now Hope to Blair. Stagz again. Ball over the top to Rag, who's onside. No, he's not. Never mind. Scratch that completely. He's not onside. Abort mission. Abort mission. Stagz' header, but to nobody. Del Piccolo wins it back, and now he's hoofed it to nobody. That's just out of the reach of Blair to attack. Keane to Taylor. Oh, they're just passing it around us right now. Do I have play for set pieces turned on? Yeah, there we go. That's what we flicked on last time as well. That's how we got them sent off. I imagine there's a bit of bitterness right now. We did get 3 of their players sent off. It was very funny. And actually Hatfield in real life had, I think they had 3 sent off at the weekend, and their opponents had 2, all in the same incident, which you don't want to see. Oh, Blair, good finish. Sorry, we'll come back to what I was saying in a second. That's a good finish from Blair. Again, bit anonymous out on that left-hand side, and yet he pops up when it's needed, and he just slots it into the corner there. Good build-up play though. Rag to Draper, into the path of Rag again. He was well tackled. But there's Blair on the follow-up, and that's why it's good to have bodies going forward. But yeah, the Hatfield match at the weekend, 5 players sent off, all in the same incident. So you don't want to see fights break out in football or anything like that, but at the same time, I kind of wish I was there to see what happened, because I can't imagine there's any video footage of it or anything, and it's one of those you have to see it to believe it kind of things. They did tweet about it though, and I did make some quip about it in response. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know what I said. But yeah, it's just crazy. Crazy that something like that could happen. And don't get me wrong, it's not a Hatfield thing. I don't think I've ever seen a Hatfield player be sent off. The only red card I've ever seen for Hatfield in real life was for a last-ditch challenge. It was a professional foul. It wasn't any violent conduct or anything like that. So it's not something that they're known for. But at the same time, it doesn't sound great to have 3 players sent off in the same incident. Oh, Del Piccolo. Off the upright. Wow, that was close. That was close. And the fullbacks now starting to do their things down the flanks. Although, as I say that, Thuo gives it away. Our midfield pair are doing very, very well right now. JC with a big cannon forward. Rag losing out in the air. They're on the counter-attack here. They've got bodies forward. It's just, he's not picking up his man again. Good save JC, but whoever that was in the middle was just not picking up their man properly. Poor defending. Poor defending. Do you know, I'm almost tempted to make a sub already. And it's not looking good for McLaren. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm not even going to hesitate right now. I'm just going to make this change. So, Rag is moving back to right midfield. McLaren is coming off. Pickler's coming on. Probably to play as a poacher for now, but that could change. Go out there, make the difference, please. Because we need to do something to change this, and having 2 big centre forwards could be the change we need. They'll bully the defenders, that's for sure. JC just went too early there. Poor defending in the box. And yeah, just got outdone. Outdone, outplayed, out everything pretty much. Now we go again. 2-1 down, 24 minutes on the clock. Just got to try and just build it up again. Not do anything stupid like that. Thank you, Hope. Summing up perfectly the exact thing we shouldn't be doing. Good header Del Piccolo, but Hope just not interested in that one at all. Just going to berate the players right now, because I am not happy. This is a match we really need to win. It's a match I think we should be winning, even now. Alright, Blair to Hope. Into Spokes. Forward to Pickler. Oh, it was a good idea. The problem we do have now is we've got two big men up front, but we haven't got a pace man to run. So the reason I brought Pickler on is he can also play left midfield. So if need be, we'll swap him and Blair so that Blair becomes the runner and Pickler becomes the winger, the wide target man. Failing that, we also have the ability to go 3 up top. And we'll sub Rag off and we'll bring on a central midfielder. We'll go 4-3-3 and try it that way. But I think that's sort of end of the second half kind of problem right now. For now, I think we're just going to focus on what we're doing here. We've had a word with the players. They all look pretty happy with what I had to say, even though I was having a go at them, which seems counterintuitive, but I guess that's fine. I'm very nervous now, guys. We are getting outplayed. I haven't seen the stats properly yet, but I would imagine we are behind in pretty much everything. Pretty much. Possession's close. Oh, Pickler, don't do that. Possession's close, but everything else, we're losing every battle right now. Things are not working, and Nanaji's being played through again, and that's a good save by JC, but it should never have got to that stage. And Harpenden have equalised, so we do kind of need to get back into this now. What can I do? Shoot on sight, maybe? We'll play slightly narrower. Distribute to target man. And I hope that Draper can win a header. We're not going to move the defensive line forward because they are actually doing this with balls in behind right now. So there's no point in giving them more opportunity to play a ball in behind. That's a good recovery there from JC. After the first one hit the crossbar. Not bad free kick from Hellawell. Look how many of their players, though, were waiting in the box for that to come down. Not good. Not good. That was a good ball in as well. JC is busy. He is a busy goalkeeper. Okay. Wilcox plays the free kick down the line to Blair. Who was offside, for God's sake. Of course he is. Of course he is. Why would he be onside? That's too easy. That is far, far too easy. Wilcox here, though. Shooting from outside the box. He's hit the crossbar now, but this time Welwyn Garden City's defenders were back to get that one clear. And that's the difference, really. That is the difference between us and them right now, is they're just winning the second balls. Alright, he needs to take a touch. There's no reason to hoof that long. There was absolutely no reason to hoof that long. What a waste. Let's just turn that off completely. Just kick it where you like, but do it quickly. Brown winning the header, but heading it in the wrong direction. Now long ball over the top. Naji's brought it down, and he goes early, and he scores. No. 3-1 down. Keeper caught napping there completely. We are having a stinker. We are having an absolute stinker. I was literally about to say as well, Del Piccolo was covering. He got goal side. There's no danger there. There was literally no danger there. He could do whatever he liked. Poor. Really poor. Okay, we need a remarkable recovery now. Wilcox with the ball down the line to Thuo. Tries to evade his man there. If he had both strikers in the box waiting for it. Half time approaching. 3 minutes of injury time. Wilcox with the ball forward. Brown tried to head it down. I think it was the defender actually who headed it down there. Wilcox with the ball forward again towards Blair. Is he offside? Yeah, of course he is. I hate that about this game, by the way. Every time the ball is played into that position, the guy's offside. It's annoying. You're better than this. There we go. They're motivated. That's what I like to see. Quick tactical change. Pickler and Blair swapping. Blair here is going to play as a poacher, set to attack. Draper, you're going to be swapped to support. Rag here is having a nightmare, but he's not actually set to a winger, so that could be why. And Hope's having a stinker, so we're going to bring him off and we're going to bring Genovese on. I think that's it for the changes for now, but we might come back and do some more a little bit later. I'm also going to fire them up. Let's do this. I'm also going to make another couple of quick changes. Player instructions here. Ease off. You can't ease off because you're a no-nonsense. Can I change that? Yes, I can. There we go. Ease off. And you're gonna be a stopper still. Sure. Whatever. And Rag. Ease off. Oh. Get further forward as well. I don't know what Pickler's on right now. Get further forward. Sit narrower. Cross from deep. Yeah, let's try that. Right, let's go. We have work to do. We have work to do. We have a lot of work to do. Already they're looking like they want to score again. And JC forced off his line, but he does do the work this time, which I am fine with. Genovese with the throw towards Pickler, knocks it infield to Spokes, back to Genovese. Draper, Spokes, long ball over the top, which Rag will get to. Fair play. Crossing opportunity, he gets it across, keeper came and got it, and he's distributed it quickly, but straight to Brown, whose touch was heavy. Oi, that's not a good first touch. That was an atrocious first touch, actually, for being honest. Here's Jenna. Tried to cross it. Blocked. Who was that? I think that was Rag. Might have been Wilcox, actually. It was more likely to be Wilcox. Oh, man. I thought that was in as well. Oh, boy. Wow, yeah. Some of these moves could easily be goals. Thuo now flings one over to Del Piccolo. Good touch, good cross. Pickler's header. Oh, it just goes wide. 52 minutes on the clock. That was agonising. Everyone's offside there, right? And yet we got the corner because none of them touched it. Okay. If that's our new strategy, play for set pieces. Here comes Rag with the corner. Flicks it near post. Del Piccolo left it, I think. And that almost fell in our favour, and yet suddenly they're on the counter-attack. Blair just taking one for the team there. No problems with that. I'll tell him to ease off as well. Oh, I never confirmed those earlier changes. That's why players are still playing crap, because they're still like wrong positionings and stuff like that. Here comes the Nagy. Well, he's not that accurate from that distance, it seems. Right, tactical tweaks. Let's go. Genovese with the throw. to Stagz. Into Pickler. Back to Stagz. He crosses it. Blair's header. Straight at the keeper. No offside though, so that would have counted. Which kind of makes it more painful, actually. But never mind. Mistake from Wilcox. He's given it away. That's poor. That is poor. The ball over the top to Nanaji, who's onside. Never mind. He's offside. Come on, game. At least it's the same rules for them. Ball down the channel like that. The guy is always offside. Always, always, always. That's a shit pass from Del Piccolo. You heard it here first. Just need some sign that we're going to score a goal in this game. Oh, Thuo, you've saved us there, mate. You have absolutely saved us there. Off the line, but it's not over yet. Cross comes in. Is it now over? It's offside again. Ay, ay, ay. This here, genuinely thought we'd screwed it up again. Hellawell in behind. Pulls it across. Good clearance, Thuo, but we need to start getting these clearances up to somebody. Wilcox with the free kick. Whips it across. Draper at the back post. He's losing out. Every header, he's losing out. And I can't tell him off because he's just... We've already done the shout. But yeah, every time. Thuo, well one back. Now it's Rag. Infield to Thuo. He flicks it across, but I've lost it again. What's their formation right now? Can we match them? Not easily. I think we go 4-3-3. I think that's how we beat this now. So I'm going to bring Rag off for Campbell. Actually, am I? No, I'm going to bring Antonio on for Rag. And he's going to play here. Draper is going to move into that position there. And Pickler is going to go this side. And is going to play as a pressing forward, I guess, set to support. Then we got Draper, then we've got Blair. Antonio here is going to be central midfielder set to automatic, I guess. Wilcox, advanced playmaker set to attack. And then we've got these four guys here. This does work, I suppose. We're going to go very attacking. We're going to go narrower. We're going to keep the overlaps on, I suppose. Turn that off for a second. Do we run at defence? I suppose we could. Slightly more direct. Let's go more direct because we've got 3 strikers now. This here. Distribute to playmaker. Get the ball to Wilcox. Everything else is fine. Go. Gotta wait for the tactical change, but just go. We need something here. We really need something here. One thing for sure, if they were looking to get revenge on us, this is the best way they could have done it. Denying us promotion. Antonio on for Rag. That's an absolutely diabolical kick there by JC. He does get another go at it. Let's see what he does this time. He goes long. Blair wins it. Still Blair. Oh, good block. Crossing opportunity now. No. He gets it in. Wilcox he was aiming for, it seems. There's a big gap now between our midfield and our defence. Alright, I just want to address that gap in our midfield. Have we got any... No, none of them can play. Right, we need a ball winner. So I think that's going to have to be Stagz. Going to have to drop deep. Meanwhile, you are going to be a central midfielder. Actually, no, you're going to be the deep-lying playmaker, which you already are. And Wilcox here is going to be the box-to-box, like so. Go. Go, go, go. Alright, JC to Del Piccolo. Back to JC. We've got 23 minutes to make stuff happen, and our distribution is awful. Good win by Thuo. I am going to turn off. I know I've just turned it on, but I'm just going to turn that off again because it's just not doing anything. We might as well just do that as well because we're rushing. Everything else. We could try passing into space and see what that does. This could be a chance. Blair played in behind here. Oh, that was a really good strike. That's a good save from their keeper, and it still nearly fell for us. Spokes now with the corner. Drives it in. Brown's head out. Antonio to Wilcox. Please count. Please count. Yes, I think we're back in the game. We are back in the game. Oh, that's a good corner from Spokes. Good header from Brown. Great flick on by Antonio. Wilcox tried to miss. He went for the far post though. We also kicked it straight towards the keeper by the looks of it, but hey ho. The main thing is we are back in the game. We are 1 goal away right now from being back in this game properly. We just need to keep our heads, not do anything stupid, not get anyone sent off or anything like that. Kenny, are you listening to me? Good save, JC. That's it, Genovese, don't panic. It was a good challenge from Del Piccolo, but when you dive in like that, you've just got to be careful. And he did still give it away to Hellawell. But I would argue that's whoever was marking Hellawell's fault for not watching his man properly. Genovese with the throw to Pickler, whose name I almost mispronounced. Genovese now. Back to Spokes. Spokes for the first time ball to Pickler. Genovese with the cross. It is offside. I thought it might have been Pickler. That was Antonio apparently. Was he even involved in that? I don't think he was. Looks like Crawley is still drawing. So 2 goals right now and we're finishing in second. Oh, why did he go backwards there? That's offside. Yeah, I think he knew at the last second there, but he was already interfering with play. Genovese with the throw. Antonio, that's poor. If I give them some encouragement, we've got 15 minutes. Try and get 2 goals. Spokes, good interception, finds Draper. He's a long way out of position right now, but he's going to try and cross it anyway. That's a hell of a ball. Oh, Pickler has almost done it. Genovese now. It's a shot on target, but I'd rather he hadn't have done that, to be honest. We're 4th in the league. Shots-wise, we're not a million miles away. We are the away team, so we are going to have less shots, theoretically. Blair now, out wide to Thuo. That was well played. Clever reverse ball. Thuo with a crossing opportunity. Needs to do something. He does get it across. Fall short of Antonio. Now Chibueze, I think you say that. Oh, Spokes has just been sent off. For God's sake. That's wrecked that move. Okay, what do we do now? Let's try this for a bit. Just to add a bit of reinforcement to the midfield again. And a little bit of width as well. If we go back to playing wide. A bit like this. I think we're actually giving the ball away because of that. So I'm going to turn that off. We're going to leave play for set pieces on. Because if we seem to get lucky from those. We'll turn that on again. And yeah, I think we're just going to have to stick with this for now. Taylor with the long ball. Harrison chasing it. Thuo just not interested in that one for some reason. It is offside, but I don't think that's the reason he left it. I think he's just lazy there. Del Piccolo with a free kick. Plays it short to Antonio. It goes all the way back to the keeper. JC with the long ball forward. Draper tried to stiff arm the defender. I think this is Draper's last game for Hatfield, if I'm being honest. I think we need to move in a different direction. He doesn't compete for headers. Even there, he's more interested in just fighting the defender. And here's Hellawell. That's another good save by JC. I genuinely thought that was going to be a goal then. Brown with a big kick forward, but there's no one there. That's offside. Just over 10 minutes to try and get something out of this game still. And I really think if we can just get those 2 goals, even one might be enough. Even one might be enough. I genuinely don't know right now. JC with a kick forward. Draper flicks it to Wilcox. Who's offside? Who's offside there? Is that Draper? Oh, for God's sake. Can I just bring him off and we'll play the last however long with 9 men? This is stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to play asymmetrical. Let's do this. Blair up front. I'll have him as an advanced forward. Go. Harrison played in behind. Del Piccolo, that is one of the best challenges I've seen. And if that helps us to get promoted, then I'm going to build a statue of him myself. That was a legendary block. Big kick forward again. Draper going for it. He's not won it, but he has won us the throw. Antonio with free kick. Draper, he's just not going up for them. Why did I play him? I could have played Charles. What was I thinking? That's offside. That's so far offside. He's in a different postcode. He's in Hatfield. Everyone else is in Welling. That's how far offside he is. Genovese with the throw. To Antonio. That's so bad, that pass. I don't even care that he's offside there. That is so bad, that pass. Antonio with a whipped free kick. Del Piccolo was at the back post. He was offside. Why is everyone offside suddenly? It's just a game of offsides now. This is painful to watch. I'm not going to lie. We were in control of the league at the halfway point. Even after the mid-season slump, we still were ahead. Draper there, still not falling his way. We've got a corner, but I'm not getting my hopes up just yet. 5 minutes of injury time. We're over halfway through the first one. Antonio's corner to the back post, headed clear. Of course it lands at one of their guys' feet first. Thuo fouled him. Poor. Really poor. Yellow card. I think we're getting a fine for that as well then, just to real rub it in. They're still drawing. And they've had a man sent off Crawley Green. They're still drawing. What else do we do? We're basically doing everything. Turn that off. Just, low crosses. What else? Turn that off. That's all fine. Take long kicks maybe. I don't know. Out of possession. We could go with a higher defensive line, but we'll just get done. We'll just get done in behind. They're going to waste time now. Just less than 2 minutes. Del Piccolo with a good header there, but Thuo nowhere near it. Blair into Antonio. We've still had some good performances. Antonio, Wilcox, Brown, JC in goal. He's had a good game. It's just the rest of the team have let them down. Really, really let them down today. Here comes Thuo. He crosses it in low. He actually did exactly what I wanted him to do there. Just no one at the front post. That's Blair's position right there, though. That is Blair's position. That's where he needs to be. Big kick forward from their keeper, and he's done the defence. JC again keeping us in this. One goal isn't enough, though, I don't think, unless Crawley Green concede again. And I can't see that happening. I think they'll shut up shop now. Oh, guys, I cannot begin to tell you. It's just like the cup final last season. It's just like the cup final the season before. This is agonising right now. Wilcox to Blair. Go on, beat your man. Just have a little run with it. Oh, no. It's all over. It's all over. I'm going to say that, but then I'm going to look at the individuals here. So, Pickler, not happy. Where's Spokes? Is he hiding? There he is. Yeah, made it harder. Who else played crap? Hope. Abysmal. Absolutely terrible. Rag was also bad. He's motivated by that though, so fair enough. Draper. I'm furious about how shit he was, in all honesty. Anyone else? I mean, I could say well done to some of the other players. Unlucky Wilcox. JC, you were excellent. Can't fault you. Brown, you were all right, I suppose. Who else played? Oh, Antonio. You were unlucky. Good effort. All right. I think we're done talking to the players forever, probably, because I doubt many of them will want to talk to me again after this. That was one of the most heartbreaking performances I think I've seen us play, in all honesty. And don't get me wrong, we've lost cup finals. You know, that's painful too. But to be that close to promotion, to win the first game, to still have it in our grasp, and then to completely whiff it in the second one, that's painful. I saw this episode going down the route of we'd win both matches and it wouldn't quite be enough. But we've missed out on promotion by a point. By a point. And if we'd have equalised, we'd have only been 5 goals off the target. So you could find other areas where we should have won games. I'll go through those in a second, no doubt. But that was a painful, painful result. And now we're going to have to go a whole other season. And for some reason, I can't progress. What's going on? I think the game's just being slow. I'll give it a minute. But yeah, that was bad. That was bad. I genuinely... Oh, there we go. I was about to say, I'm not doing anything here to try and get a replay or anything like that. Genuinely, and to prove it, I'm going to save the game now as well. This is all locked in. We have lost the game. We have lost promotion. But yeah, that's harsh. That is harsh. But we were crap, so we deserve it. One last thing then I'm going to talk about in this episode before we wrap up. It's kind of a season review. Already I can go down here and tell you where we should have improved. So, I mean, at the start of the season, we had an excellent start. We went the first 4 games unbeaten. We did lose here in the FA Cup, but in terms of the league, win, 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 win. We did lose here to Harpenden. But then again, where's the league again? It's probably here where it started to go a little bit wrong. A draw and a defeat. Hanwell are turning into one of my bogey teams at the moment as well. And London Tigers. But it's here. It's the 4-0 loss to St Margaret's-Bree, the 2-1 loss to Hanwell, and then the 2 draws afterwards. I think this one, weren't we winning? Yeah. We came from a goal down to lead and they scored in the 89th minute to equalise. That hurt. Not even scoring a goal here hurt. And then, yeah, just at the end here when it mattered most, we lost it. So, squad. Who's leaving at the end of the season? Already, I'm just going to rattle off some names. Draper. Where's he gone? Draper is going to be leaving. And probably Ford. We're going to keep Madge, but Ford's going to leave. Maxwell wants to go and will probably end up going because he's on £70 a week. So we can actually save a ton of money by moving him on. I don't want him to leave because he's starting to improve and look good. So I'm going to try and get him to stay, but on lesser terms. Green and Rudge are probably going to leave. Rudge is on high wages as well. Who else annoyed me and deserves to go? I mean, Spokes hasn't covered himself in glory getting sent off. But I think that's where we're going to leave things with the departures. And in terms of the arrivals, I've already told you about Drew Carter. joining us from Hatfield Town. He can play as a central midfielder. He can play as a cam, which is probably where he'll be for us most often. He can also play as a striker, but I think he's a last resort striker, you know. I can't imagine he'll be first choice striker. I will keep looking down the list here for anyone else that I could bring in. It's not that populated right now. I was looking at bringing in, there's a few 17-year-olds from Notts County that I was looking at bringing in, but their wage demands are quite high. So that's probably not going to happen. And in terms of players currently out on loan, I think they're all going to leave, to be honest. Riley Self, Brandon Buckley, Nathan Morley. You know, they're Sam Downs. Sam Downs is still with us. He's been out on loan for the last 2 seasons, but he is technically still with us. But he'll be leaving. And then these guys here as well who are younger players who came through, they're probably going to be leaving as well. Usual trick, I'm going to be clearing out the reserves during the closed season just to clear out the wage budget slightly. Financially, we are right in the hole right now. We're almost £130,000 in debt. There's talk about the chairman moving on, so we'll be losing John Shearer as well. Lots and lots of changes happening at the end of this season, though, which I'm kind of excited by. I always like doing big squad overhauls, but we need to do something to try and get this promotion, because right now it's a bit out of reach. But yeah, for now, that's the end of Season 7. We'll be back next time, possibly for the end of Season 8, depending on how well things go. But otherwise, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And, of course, if you're enjoying the series so far. Drop some comments down below. Tactics, signings, transfers, advice, anything that you think might help us finally achieve that promotion. Do let me know down below. Otherwise, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, where hopefully we'll finally achieve that much needed promotion, I will see you soon.